Just adjust us. Perfect. So today we are just going to do some channeled healing, which means I'm just going to tap into the collective needs. I'm going to bring forward whatever is needing to be brought forward for your greatest and highest good. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm just going to start by making that connection here with you guys. So just give me a silent moment to start channeling healing, to start bringing in energy frequencies that would benefit us. And feel free to say hello in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. So starting to connect to healing frequencies, guides, ascended masters of the purest light and highest enlightenment, to bring forward profound and deep healing for those watching across all space and time. And as always, may this work be done in our greatest and highest good. Thank you, thank you. So it is. Just give me one extra second here. Asilo kere asilea sotorea te. Urias le ate siru ukaria satala atori. Alea doria sakarelea daya kuashadea. Ila atoria ekia ne. Osia shatela akianda. Uria sakila atea sutu. So let's start with some grounding work. I'm going to use this lovely lodestone, which maybe isn't the best looker, but it's a really great stone to ground our frequencies. So just start to tune into the spaces and the places where your physical body is either touching the chair beneath you, the floor beneath you, the bed beneath you, and just really sink into the weight of that support. And allow this to be that first grounding connection. And from that point, you can just start to let roots grow down from your feet, from your seat, and wildly into Mother Earth. Let them grow really deep, really wide. As you start to bring your awareness to your breath. And just taking a really deep, deep breath for me, dear soul. And a full exhale. And allow this to be an avenue to the present moment in time. Really letting go of anything that's come before or anything that will come after our time here together, dear soul. And just tune into the now moment with me. This healing moment where this beautiful expansive quality wants to be received. And by expansion, I mean the expansion of you connecting with your soul. So you can expand into maybe a new avenue in your life. An avenue you've been thinking about, you've been feeling into, but maybe you've been hesitant to go there out of fear, out of limiting beliefs, limiting mindsets. And your soul is really just saying that it's time to let it go. It's time to let those limiting beliefs go. It's time to put down the self-restrictions. Yeah, I'm feeling that a lot in the solar plexus, hey? Those self-restrictions. And I'm just seeing it's almost like this knot around your solar plexus. And I just want to pull that string and let that solar plexus widen out. So I'm really going to direct this healing to your solar plexus so you can start to live beyond limitations, live beyond the fear. Lea soria la atori akeshala inde. Ulea daya kuru asira atoria asira atoria sataria uria sate. And let's see here. Let's bring in some crystal help. We're going to use citrine to work at your solar plexus. So although I'm facing it towards the camera, I'm really gearing this towards your solar plexus, which is just beneath your rib cage. As you just be open to releasing your soul, releasing these limitations, these self-limiting beliefs, so you can transition to the next biggest, brightest thing in your life. And it is bright, and it wants to be bold, and it wants to be beautiful. It's really just time to let go of that old cycle, isn't it? So you don't find yourself in this same sort of position, this same cycle 6 months from now, a year from now. Are you still going to be bringing yourself down, getting an inspired idea and then saying, no, I can't, or I shouldn't, or, oh, I'm scared? It's okay to be scared, dear soul, on this journey. That's okay. And often that little bit of fear is leading us right towards that thing that God, that your higher self has set forward for you, for your highest timeline. And I'm just getting so excited because God has set forward this timeline for you. The divine creator, your highest self, has set down this beautiful, golden, magical timeline for you. And we're just letting our fears hold us back. Send some love and light to your sister. Absolutely, Sarah. Excuse me. That tea just went down the wrong way. My goodness. All right, I'm over that. All right, Sarah. I'm going to ask my spirit guides. I'm going to sort of delegate this to my spirit guides, my spirit healing team. Whenever you guys get healing from me, like when you purchase sessions, psychic healing sessions, I'm sending my spirit, not only are you receiving it from me, but I'm sending my spirit healing team. I have one healing guide. His name is Gerald, and he's so funny, but I send him out to you guys for about 2 weeks after any session to continue sending healing. So just know that that's coming your way whenever you come to a session. But we're going to send this, specifically to Sarah, your sister, and his son, and just pulse out that healing. I'm going to ask Gerald to go to your sister and the son if they are open to receiving it. If not, just anybody else in the situation who would be open to that healing. And to you too, Sarah, because when our family hurts, we hurt. It's really strong in that heart space, isn't it? And I just, whatever is coming up is always reflected in the collective. And I just really want to clear those heart spaces because they're just feeling all kind of tied up, a lot of knots in there, a lot of emotions in there. And I brought my yerba santa, which is really great for that release of the heart space. But where is my lighter? I come into these lives all prepared, and then all of a sudden, where is everything? I know I brought it up, but can I find it? Yes, I can. So I want you all, this is a really great time for this. If you're here and you're ready for some really big healing, throw me some hearts in the comments, because I'm going to lead you guys through something that I have been working with, I've been playing with, I've been opening up to in my healing work, and it is profound. It is so special. It is magnificent, and it works with the God spark, the divine spark. And you guys maybe have never heard of the divine spark before, the God spark before, and that's okay. But it's that bit of you that is linked to the divine, that is linked to God. And it's this beautiful golden energy that can never be taken away from you. And it's this beautiful, the way I see it psychically is this beautiful tube of light that comes from the heart and goes right up to the divine. And this is that, again, that eternal part of you that is always, always linked to divine. Why aren't we all just doing healing through that space? Because the divine is linked into all the frequencies, right? The good, the bad, the ugly, the great. The divine, the creator can tune into all of them. And we can just request to release and to receive via the God spark this magnificent portal of energy. Seeing those hearts, lovely. Hello. I love that this Yerba Santa is just prepping us. So let's do that God spark work. You ready? So maybe it would be helpful for you to just put a hand on the heart if you're feeling comfortable. If not, of course, you don't have to, but just start tuning your awareness, tuning your breath down to the heart chakra. And right now I'm just kind of clearing the energy in your God spark, because sometimes when life happens, we can get a little disconnected from our God spark and feel like the divine almost has like turned away from us, or like our angels aren't hearing us, or we're not hearing the angels. Universe, where are you? I'm really struggling. I've been asking, I've been begging. Where are the signs? Where are the synchronicities? And we're just screaming at the universe, like, where are you? It's there. That divine God spark is there, but maybe we just need to clean it out, because again, maybe limiting beliefs, circumstances have just gotten in the way. So let's just clear this out. Beautiful. So you may notice it, you may not notice it, but you may feel it, that little warm space in your heart, that little spark, that little flicker of energy, that little knowing inside of yourself that even though sometimes we feel disconnected, that the universe is truly always there. That is your God spark speaking to you in the downest moments. Connect to that space, that you are connected to the universe, to divine creator always. There it is. And I just want you to start to release. Start to release what is on your mind, what is on your heart to the divine through that God spark. I'm just going to kind of help you release there. I feel a lot coming up from those lower chakras, that fear, that self-judgment. For some of you, there's a radical new way of thinking and being, I heard. And it's like you're on the edge of it, you're on the precipice of it, and you're like, I just feel this thing coming, but where is it? We're going to release whatever's in the way. Just let that go up to the God spark. And it's like you're wanting to, for some, maybe it's just one of you out there, you're wanting to live in a radically different way, maybe different than friends and family are living. And that's okay. And there's just this fear of judgment coming up. So just let it go through that God spark. Give it up to the divine. Give it up to the angels. Now we're going to start to receive. Receiving time. It's my South Dakota cup. You guys don't know, South Dakota is probably like my soul's home, especially the Badlands. The Badlands are where my soul feels freedom. It's just a great energetic place. My favorite place. Okay, so we're releasing through that God spark. And now we're going to tune into bringing in information. So just taking a few deep breaths, tuning back into that God spark as we call upon the divine creator to start to tune into the frequencies of self-healing, personal freedom, confidence, renewal, joy, love, whatever you're wanting to come through that God spark. Call it in now, dear soul. Say it out loud if you can. Make a declaration. Thank you, Creator, for sending me abundance. And just start to feel this energy that's starting to rapidly come down that God spark and just flooding into your heart space. Again, the Creator can tap into any frequency at any given moment, all the frequencies simultaneously. And the Creator can bring that down. So bringing in, pulsating in all those energies, all those frequencies through the God spark it into your heart space. And just allow it now to move from the heart space. Those new codes, those new frequencies of light, those new waves of light. And we're going to ask the Creator to send it in a way that feels powerful, yet gentle. So you can really integrate it into your physicality, into your being. And we're just going to allow that energy to start to move down from the heart and start to fill in that solar plexus, where I was really feeling that self-judgment and the self-restrictions. And just allow those new codes, those new activations to come into your solar plexus so you can ignite personal power, release judgment of self, release judgment from others, and lead your highest timeline. Live your highest timeline. Live the life of that timeline that higher self and the divine has set down for you. Leoshotarea ostera katera asute ela toskilea shatea kori aleatore asera ateabo aleatoshia elele tasikuru ieta soyanda aleando ietaria okore asosha leansea ka inde andi ngea to city riatndea unkasure ndea shata alea suto riasa. Okay, pulling those divine frequencies down to sacral and down to the root. Now, this part is really important. Remember those roots that we set down in the beginning of this practice? I want you to visualize or intend for this God frequency to come down and start pulsating into those roots. It's very important that we have a physical anchor for this energy, so it may be useful to you in your everyday life. So it goes from potential, energy potential, to physical reality. We need to anchor it. So anchor that energy down. See that golden frequency moving from the root, from the heart down into the roots. And from the heart now up to the throat, to the third eye, to the crown, through the crown and into the aura. Just let it all shine through. Sushila neo alea surlea nea erola nea sushela etea olea kera lea to silea kalea atoria lea surele ete ayato se shete lelele eke atokor ariasataya tokosaya ne. All right, so now that I've just been kind of bringing in energy. The Lemurian frequencies are coming in. The Lemurian priestess is coming in, who I sometimes work with and who's now sending these messages and light language of Lea Suta La Tore Lea Suta Ile Etea Kori Ne Hope. Ale atore sita ato oe ile te sure ne eta ole ne nu ila ato sele etea aliato. She's just seeming to send a lot of hopeful frequencies to you. Lenore ndeso stare lote etea uruleta areto kore satareto esoto. She's sending more healing frequencies to your heart spaces. So if you wish to receive from this Lemurian priestess, she has the ability to send it. It's kind of like ascended master energy, where she can send it all at once. So just affirm yes, that you would like to receive. I'm seeing all these great people. Solomon, great to see you. I love to see you in my comments. Nalani, I hope I'm saying that right. Seeing you in my comments all the time too. Love it. Leatose. She's just sending so much supportive frequency into your heart space. Leto, you may be feeling it somewhere different. Let me know where you're feeling it. Leotore atasatare oshote. She's kind of sending it up to the throat chakra. She's coming in. She was attracted by, she's saying, I was attracted by you igniting God's sparks. Because it has the potential. Okay, let me get the message straight here from this Lemurian priestess. We were born divine creators. And through the God spark, we can learn to create on a greater capacity on planet Earth. And what's important now is to create love. Firstly, through your frequency, to let love, the energy of love, to move through your body, your energy, your chakras, your aura, and to just surrender to that. And in the surrendering, some of these old frequencies are replaced by higher vibrational frequencies. And it's very important to just do this for yourself first. But from that space, it naturally leaks out into the world around you. And that's where healing of Gaia happens, Mother Earth. That's where the healing of your families, your friends, and the world can start to happen. But this Aria Soto priestess really wants you and is sending the message of you downloading the frequencies of love and unconditional love through your God spark regularly, on a regular basis, to first lift your frequency. And since you are a reflection of the whole, and since via quantum physics, we are all entangled, you can start to heal the collective. So, Greg Braden talks a lot about this quantum field and how we're all entangled a lot. I would look that up if you don't know what I'm talking about. But the idea is essentially, and now this is just back to me. The priestess is just on the side now. But the idea is, if we're all entangled, or everything that was once one can never truly be separated. So no matter what your belief is, if you believe in like Adam and Eve, we all came from that one source. Like me, I believe we just came from source. Even if you believe just in the Big Bang, we all came from that one little, I don't know what it is, like a molecule. We all came from that one. And so we can never truly be separated. And there's actually some really interesting science behind this. I think is called the split proton. the split proton test. So they essentially took one proton, split it into two, and then the scientists sent it down away from each. Sorry, my channeling brain and my thinking brain are like two different brains, so I'm switching back and forth here. So scientists took one proton, they split it in two. They sent one end 7 miles down a scientific tube, and the other one sent the other way, so 14 miles apart in total. And they stimulated one proton, and in the split second, there's no time delay at all. The other proton got stimulated somehow, just by this other one doing it with no time delay. So although the scientists weren't physically simulating this other proton, it reacted as if it was. So the conclusion there is something that was once one can never truly be separated. So by you downloading that love frequency into your being, you're technically downloading it into the collective consciousness, into the collective itself. And that's powerful. Let's bring in some selenite. Yalashtore ando setaya ando setia kereta sashte lea sotore asiro usushlele asu. So just running the selenite through, picking up any energies that are maybe in conflict of that idea. That by just you downloading love frequencies, by you connecting to love, or maybe any resistance you have to connecting with love, be let go. So you can really integrate this energy. And the divine is still sending that love energy into your being via the God spark. This Lemurian priestess is still here sending supportive energies to you. And it doesn't kind of feel like we've just, at least it feels like to me on the psychic end, that you and I are just in this nice little bubble of love. This beautiful healing space all together. Maybe separate physically, but together in spirit as a community. All 20 of us here together. La tasala ando sete. La shitori sikuru. La tokore la tore ndi sikilando. Asoshatea nele ndosia. Yaloria dasete. You're bringing some more just frequencies, whatever wants to come. I want to take a moment because my guides are urging me to send to anybody who's experiencing physicality symptoms. So, like joint pain, headaches, that sort of thing, experiencing difficult with their physicality. So just sort of switching gears here and sending you energy towards your physical vessel. And supporting your physical vessel. Lovely. So if you are experiencing any areas of pain or discomfort, this blue light energy of healing is starting to come your way. So just see that blue frequency starting to fill that space. Maybe it's even your whole body. To just initiate some healing. I'm going to send my healing master out to those who need it, those who want it, to give a quick healing on your physicality. All right. Love that. Let's see. I want to pull a card for us. I've been really liking this deck. I just got it. Messages from Spirits of Nature Oracle by Stephen Farmer. I like it so far. So what is the message? Any messages for the collective that haven't been touched on? Yes. We have snake and shedding. Number 36. And I know some people think it is a nice deck. It's really cool. I like it a lot. A lot of people think snakes are like some bad omen, something scary, something dark. And to me, snakes are one of my consistent like spirit animals. Like, spirit animals, spirit guides will like walk in and out of our lives. But, you usually have one or two that are consistently there. For me, it's cats and snakes. Snakes are actually bringing a lot of knowledge and a lot of healing frequencies. A lot of wisdom come through snakes, so it's not it's not bad. But the idea of shedding, and remember when we were talking about in the beginning of this live that many of you are on that precipice of living a life that is different from the life before, different than maybe how your maybe parents or family or just people around you are leading their lives. That you're ready for something more. You're ready for that highest timeline that the divine and your higher self has laid out so beautifully. But before you get there, you have to shed that energy. You have to shed that old way. You have to start claiming it. You have to start living it. You have to start taking that action. Gotta start working on that solar plexus. I still feel that sort of energy constraint around there. It feels a little bit looser, but it's something that should continue to be worked on. If that's you, or again, the heart space, you're probably going to fall into either one or both. You're either needing to work on that heart space a little bit, or work on the solar plexus a little bit, maybe both. I want to get one more. Shedding that, and it's like, it's uncomfortable, isn't it, when you're shedding an old way of life? It can be scary, it can be confusing. That's why I love to provide energy healing and like tarot work, because it offers clarity through that space. When we're really confused, when we're really like, where do I go next? When we're in the void, and in the void lies immaculate potential. In the void, where it feels like nothing is happening, and we're really scared, and we're running these thoughts over and over in our head. What is happening? Why aren't I getting anywhere? I feel this new life on the verge, but I'm just, where is it? What's going on? This is your void space. And in the void, you're offered a beautiful gift to pause and reflect and say, hey, do I want to continue living this life that I've been living? Or am I ready to step out of my box, step out of my ego, and onto that highest timeline? This is what that void space is all about. And it's beautiful, it's scary, but there's limitless potential. Or, you can choose to stay the same. All right. So, okay, 2 came out then. We have owl and intuition. Love that. And more, what? Wisdom, right? We're talking wisdom. Owls. And then clear quartz and focus. Clear answer there, right? Focus on your intuition more than what's, I say listen to your ego, that thing that's trying to keep you safe, with a grain of salt. But give your intuition a platform as well. Listen to both is what I have to say. But you need to focus on that intuition and then take action on it. We can listen to intuition all day long, and then we fail to take action, and then our life stays the same. So it's time not only to listen to our intuition and feel into the void and shed that old skin, but then to focus on physical actions since we're in a physical world. Aren't we? Aren't we in a physical world? And I think, a lot of us do this daydreaming and manifesting, and it's all in our head and it's all great, but we're still in the 3D here. We still need to anchor it in and take physical action in order to receive our manifestations. It's not just going to plop right up. I mean, it could, maybe it could, if I mean, miracles happen, but for most of us, it's not going to fall out of the clear blue sky. You're going to need to take action. If you want to manifest a new car and you're dreaming it, you're imagining it, you're envisioning it, is it just going to roll up onto your driveway? Just someone's going to roll up into your driveway, drop the keys and say, hey, here's your manifestation. And I don't need this car anymore. Here it is. Or are you actually probably going to have to do a little research on, what the best car lot is. Maybe it's easier than that. Maybe you enter sweepstakes, but you're still going to have to physically enter the sweepstakes in order to win the new car. You're going to have to take some sort of action, for most of us. So listen to your intuition and then focus on intuitive action. So today I have raspberry leaf tea, and then I mixed it with, what did I mix it with? Hibiscus. It's really good. Let's close it all in. Let's close it all in. So we're going to close it all in by grounding, again, grounding that energy. So just inhale this beautiful vibration, new oxygen, new beginnings, get fired up. Exhale, press that energy into your roots, letting any ungrounded energy down, 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 down. Exhaling into your root system. Bring it all down, down, down. Sealing all this beautiful work in with love and with an expression of gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gratitude fills me, love fills me. I am now ready to accept this new life, this highest timeline, these God spark frequencies, and to take divine led action in my life. So it is. All right, guys, I am off then. I'm going to try and be live more often with you all. So hopefully every 2 weeks. I'm putting it in my calendar, so I do it. That's how I take divine action. I have to put it in my calendar for myself to do it. I don't know if you can hear Bella barking. She's outside. She's wanting to come in, so I'm going to go let her in. Thank you all for being here. Yes, you all have a blessed day too. We'll see you in the next one. For those of you who are watching on YouTube, I am doing a compilation video because everyone's like, where's the longer videos? It's just hard for me to make them. I'm not really up on technology, and I pretty much just record everything off my phone. So it just, with longer videos, it's just harder. But I'm working on this compilation to give you at least an hour and 20 minutes straight through. So look forward to that. Yes, Bella, my love, my German Shepherd, she's nuts in all the good ways. And then Kitty's just chilling by the fire. He is just in front of the fire all day long, staying warm like little magical kitties do. And we got a fur crew going on. All right. Thank you all so much. We'll see you in the next.